Gracie's Touch, Zion Warriors, Book 1, by S. E. Smith. Performed by David Brenin. Chapter 1. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the citizens of the world. This is Gracie, reaching out to touch each and every one of you with love and hope. The Freedom Five, along with groups from around the world, are pushing back against the Alluthans. Forces around the world have freed thousands of captives over the past several weeks. Over 200 Alluthan fighters have been destroyed in the past week. Our fight for freedom is heating up, and we expect a breakthrough soon, so don't give up. Gracie Jones leaned into the microphone attached to the bank of computers and continued sending out news, stories, and hope to the millions of listeners in 15 different languages. She spent at least 3 hours a day during different times sending the messages out. Adam worried it would open them up to attacks if the Alluthans traced the signal, but Gracie was a master at bouncing signals off the satellites the Alluthans hadn't destroyed. She was just ending her broadcast when Chance came in. One look at his face and she knew he was furious. She also knew what the cause was. Adam, or Adrian, had finally told him about her plan. She winced when she looked at his face again. The confrontation about to come was not going to be a pleasant experience. "This is Gracie's Touch signing off," Gracie said, in a husky voice filled with emotion. 15 minutes later, she was ready to scream. She'd known it was going to be difficult, but she'd never expected it to be this difficult. She turned to Adam, pleading silently for his help. "It's the only way. I'm the only one who can do it," Gracie said again, looking intently at the 4 men standing around her. "There is no other way." "Like hell there isn't," Chance said fiercely. He jerked away from Adam, who grabbed at him. "Chance," Gracie began. "He's right, Gracie. There's no way in hell we're going to let you do this," Mark said. Gracie sighed in frustration. "Adam, you talk to them. You know I'm right." Adam watched as Gracie rose gracefully from the chair in front of the row of computers. He shut his eyes briefly in an effort to get control of the rage burning inside him. He knew she was right, but he didn't want to be the one to admit it. Adam opened his eyes and looked at his younger brother Adrian, who hadn't said a word throughout the whole argument. He had the same look of resignation in his eyes. "Gracie is right. She is the only one who can do this." Adam spoke quietly but with authority. As the leader of one small group of New York rebels known as the Freedom Five, it was up to him to make the tough decisions. He wasn't sure he would be able to live with some of those decisions if they survived the fight for their freedom. 5 years before, Earth had been invaded by a group of ugly-ass aliens. There had been no warning, no promises of peace, nothing. The half-organic, half-robotic aliens had simply begun gathering up as many humans as possible and placing them in huge holding camps protected by a shield of some kind. Millions perished from lack of food and medical care. It was later learned, thanks to the work of computer hackers, or geeks, as Gracie liked to be called, that the aliens were planning on using the humans as renewable parts for their own deteriorating forms. The Alluthans were experimenting on the captive humans to test their limitations and compatibility. Gracie lost her parents and an older sister when the aliens first attacked New York. Adam, his brother Adrian, and 2 other survivors, Chance and Mark, found her hiding in the old subway system 6 months later. She had escaped with her laptop and some external hard drives, and had managed to tap into one of the maintenance room's access points to monitor what was happening. The governments of the world finally banded together to fight the threat, but not before a devastating number of humans had died or were lost in the large alien holding camps.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?